Hello?
Hi, Bruce.
Hi, Bruce.
Kind of noise we have there. Oh, but maybe it's from John. John, what are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to find out the guest speaker's phone number.
Okay.
It's not in the email. She said she'd be on tonight. I got something from her dad today.
How's everybody been?
Yeah, nice. You have the meeting tomorrow, right, Jerry?
What's that?
You have the meeting tomorrow with the IFMR.
I do?
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
I gotta look at my calendar. That might be a problem for me.
Hello, Blair.
How you doing?
Good. What's the weather like where you are?
Pardon me?
What's the weather like where you are?
Actually, it was a
Comfortable.
nice sunny day today. Nice and warm.
We too. 73 still.
Yeah, I think today was somewhere around there, 73, 74.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I can't wait till I get down there and join you.
We really do have an IFMR meeting tomorrow?
Yeah, my husband said something like that.
I thought there was a board meeting tomorrow. Isn't that?
I don't have it on my calendar. What time was it supposed to be at?
I think it's 7:30.
AM or PM?
Yeah,
Okay.
19:30.
I'm gonna have to get an email out. I gotta reschedule that because I got a conflict big time. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's not on my calendar.
What did I ask you?
Well, you're a busy guy.
Yeah.
Screwed up guy lately.
Rory,
You guys all screwed up the weather while I was gone.
yeah, it was nasty cold, but now it's warm back. So it's typical Texan. It's good.
It's still colder than where I was.
Yeah, but
I'm starting to get used to it though.
it's perfect for riding right now. So
My calendar has it at 2000 tomorrow night, Eastern.
I couldn't understand that.
Beg your pardon?
My calendar has the meeting tomorrow night at 2000 Eastern time,
Okay.
8 o'clock.
I'm gonna have to change that because I've got a conflict. I'm babysitting two lovely young girls tomorrow night. I didn't realize I wasn't on my calendar. I screwed it up. All right. My apologies. We'll fix that somehow.
Brian is not there, right?
There's Kayla. Hi, Kayla.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm going to go ahead and get started. Linda, do you want me to go ahead and get started? Linda?
Yes, please.
Okay. Kayla is our guest speaker today. She was in last week's newspaper for her winning exploits. You may notice that she's a bit younger than most of us. Here's a bit of a bio on her. At age 3, she started racing go-karts. At age 4, she started riding a Suzuki JR50. At age 5, she started to flat track race. At age 6, she won the flat track championship in 50cc and started racing MX. At age 7, she won a 65cc flat track championship. At age 8, she started racing, is that mini GP?
Yeah, mini GP.
I'm going to kind of skip down to more recently. She became the youngest person to race and win against adults on full-size bikes. At age 10, continued to race WERA as a novice and won 3 national championships. At age 11 and 12, became an expert and won 5 expert national championships. She has won over 400 races to date. She's in the Distinguished Honors Program. You're at Gettysburg Middle School?
Yeah.
At Gettysburg Middle School, and she wants to study to be an engineer. Jerry, talk her out of it. Jerry's our engineer. Her daily routine consists of school, strength training, updating her social media, helping her dad, a former racer, with marketing letters to prospective sponsors, playing with her little sister, practicing on her bikes, homework, and hanging out with the family. So,
That's a
Kayla,
pretty busy day.
it is. This is our group of, we're all Rotarians. Rotary is a large service organization worldwide with 1.2 million members. We all ride motorcycles, and the program's in your hands. By the way, I have a question. Is there anything special in your life today?
Today?
Yeah,
Birthday or whatever.
it's the 20th of November.
Uh-huh.
Anything special going on in your life?
You know, every day, just like to spend time with family. So I think that's pretty special. So,
I thought it was your birthday today.
oh, no, not today.
Oh, well, your Facebook's wrong then.
Oh, is that what that is?
Anyway, I turn it over to you, Kayla.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, racing's always been a part of my my life. My dad raced for 15 years, and you know, it's always been really fun. I've been racing since I was about 4.5, which you know, it's always been a part of my life, and I want to get other people into it, and even just riding a motorcycle like you guys do. It's an awesome feeling to be able to ride. And yeah, I have a little sister. I want her to get into it too. But it's a really special feeling just to be on a motorcycle constantly, and just racing is a very special feeling, and especially to have it with family, and even the racing community is a family. All motorcycle riders are a family. It's it's a strong bond, and I love it very much. Well, it's I have a lot with school. How I manage that is I usually I get my work, and a lot of people just riding is kind of hard, especially with a lot of people's schedule. And with me, what I try to do is, and with me, it's obviously school. I always tried to look ahead of time and figure out what I need to make up, what I have to do, and just stuff like that, so that I can manage my time and still do what I love. Also, it's just getting other sponsors is very hard today. It never used to be like this. It used to be very easy, and now the sports died down a little bit, but it's growing again, and that's the part that's really amazing. And I hope it continues growing, and yeah. But if you guys wanted to see my trophies, I have a whole bunch here, so I can see if I can flip this. I don't know, but I'm very proud of my accomplishments, and a lot of these are very special to me. This one is from this year at the GNF, which is our Grand National Finals. I got the Expert Lightweight Twins Superbike Championship. These are from last year. Those were I had the lightweight twin superbike novice, and the other one was I forget what the other one was. I can't really see. Lightweight twin super stock novice, which is also really cool. These were very special awards for me, especially just going into the sport. This is the Youth Road Racer of the Year award. which I got my first year racing full-size bikes. That was very important to me, especially as a young rider and just getting into these full-size bikes. This is from last year. This was the Novice Road Racer of the Year award, another very special award, and these two I'm very proud of. The other ones, I just have cups from Azra, which is a series that sometimes runs with CCS, where we got these. I obviously have my championship hats and medals. And then here are some of my motocross trophies. These are from probably Happy Ramblers, consist of Happy Ramblers, maybe Motorama, and others like Tomahawk, which is another track. But those are most of my motocross races trophies. And I have some flat. This is what I first started out as, doing flat tracks. So these are some of my early trophies, probably from about, I would say, over 6 years ago, which is a lot for me. But yeah, those were really cool. And here are my crash helmets. Usually, once you hit the ground once, especially with your head, we just don't use them again just in case something was wrong inside. But yeah, these are all my trophies from Wera, which is the main series that we do run. Amazing series. Like I was saying earlier, everybody's a family, and especially in that series. Here are my championships from a couple of years ago. The club championships that I have here. And then here are some of the newspaper accomplishments. This is the very recent one. I can't tell if the screen's blurry. I feel like it is, but this is recently. This is November 13th. I was in the Gettysburg Times, which is our local newspaper, which was really cool. And a lot of my teachers saw that, and that was they were very proud that I still got honor roll with being gone a lot, which is really cool. I have other magazine awards. This is from Happy Ramblers for me being the championship, winning the championship. In Road Racing World, I had a section in there. I was on the cover of American Motorcycle, the AMA magazine, which was a very cool surprise, and really proud of that. This was also in Road Racing World, another championship that they put in, which was another cool thing. Other magazines up here, and another American Motorcyclist magazine that I was right there, and in the little section right there, and more Gettysburg Times things. But that's basically the trophy room, and I could take you guys to the garage, which is where all the magic happens. Really, all the bikes are built in there. So a little bit. Let's see if I can turn the light on. There we go.
Hey, hold on, Kayla. Rory, I think you need to mute.
Oh, I can't. Let me see. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Good. All right. So this is the garage. If I can flip this over. This is my Grom. This is what I race in the minis class for Wera. Really fun bike to ride. Have a lot of good memories on it. This is also one of my mini bikes that I used to have. I just have this little guy on it. This is an RS 125. I used to race this. I think this is one of my first full-size bikes that I had. And these are my NSF 250s, which are what I still race today. These still have the rain tires on them from the GNF. I believe this race is the one that I got my national championship. So, yeah, but this is the NSF 250. And, yeah, I love this bike. I also love the paint job. This is so these are also NSF 250s. This is a carbon fiber bike. This bike is really light, and I have a lot of fun on this one. I think I don't know if I won a championship on this one. I forget, but I won a lot of races that weekend on this one, and I love this bike a lot. And then this is mainly our practice and other rain bike. And yeah, this is a really cool bike. This bike is typically 2 seconds slower than my race bikes, but yeah, this is a really fun. These NSF 250s are usually super fun to ride, and they're all GP bikes that are really fun to ride. So super light and meant for road racing. This is a front section of a bike. Basically, I crashed and split the frame, and this is what happened. So basically, the frame was like right there, and it just split when I ran into a bike, which was not the best experience, but you know, crashing happens, especially in the sport. Here are my helmets. I have them all in there, and this is my 150R, which I actually rode today, just training and practicing. But yeah, this is my practice bike mainly, and yeah, it's really fun to ride. We actually bought it as a dirt bike and just put street tires on it, and made a couple changes, and yeah, runs really great. Have a lot of fun on it. Here are all my suits. These are my vests. Elite is one of my sponsors. Very great brand. They also have street vests. So if any of you guys do want extra protection, it supports neck, back, chest, and the sides. This is all leather, so it's very strong. And yeah, and they're actually going to make it with my suit, which is also my sponsor, 1X. They're going to make it inside my suit, so it's an air suit next year. Hopefully I can get my hands on one. But yeah, really great brand. So yeah, this is 1X. This is my suit brand. I love this suit. This one's really cool. And I obviously have my wolf on the back, which is basically my spirit animal. I just consider myself as a lone wolf. And then I have my other suit, which is, it's the same as this one, but it's just switched the blue and the pink. I think this one is my favorite suit. It is, if I can move this, it's all blue, and then it has the pink and greenish yellow on it too, which is a really cool style that I want to put on my other suit this year. And then I have my wolf on the back again. This was my very first custom suit. I wear this for practicing on my 150R, and yeah, this is a really fun suit. This brand is really nice. I've crashed in this multiple times, and you can see there's no actual holes. It's all just scrapes, and the scrapes for the crashes I've had in this are pretty minimal to how bad and severe the crashes were. The funny story about this one, you can see that this is a different wolf than my other ones. We were trying to figure out what to put on the back on the air hump here, so that this is more for aerodynamics. So we say your head's here and you're tucked in, and this is so that the helmet can just go like that and not break the wind. But yeah, so this, we were in a rush to make this, and my dad picked it looks like a llama, and a lot of people call me the llama for a long time. But yeah, I have some fun times in the suit. And then for the second suit they got for me, I finally got my wolf on there. So yeah, but these suits mean a lot to me, and very high quality. I like how the back of my suit says "Girls Rule Yakkov." That's something really funny that I put on there. And if you're wondering why there's K Cray, that's kind of my nickname that was given to me, like Kayla Crazy, which is really when I was tiny, they gave me that nickname, so I put that on there. This is my dirt bike. This is my training bike for dirt, obviously, but sometimes I'll go out around my track at home, but in the infield, and I made a little turn track to help with sliding so that I can get used to sliding the bike. That's why I might want to get into flat track again, but we'll see, because my little sister, I think that's what we're going to start her out on, and if that's what happens, I want to do it too. So, but yeah. So this is a RM250, or sorry, RM85 Suzuki. It's I love this bike, and then yeah. So this is my my other gear for road racing. I just have my boots and my undersuit in here. So this is the undersuit. This kind of keeps me cool. Moto D has pretty good undersuits. But yeah, kind of keeps me cool during the warmer races, and keeps me kind of dry in the wetter races. And then I have my gloves and GoPro mounts. I would wear 1X gloves, but the sizes of those gloves don't go to my size. So if they do make my size gloves, I would switch to them. But maybe when I get a little bigger. These are my back protector and my chest protector. So this was actually my dad's. This was cut out from a big kind of protection suit thing. So he cut this out and gave it to me for when I was small. And this protects basically my ribs and chest. And yeah, that one's pretty cool how my dad just cut that out from a little suit, and then it works really well. So yeah, this is my turtleback is what I call it. This protects my back, so if I do happen to land on my back, it can't go backwards. So that's probably as far as it can go backwards. And then it doesn't move too well it'll move well forward so that I can tuck down. But yeah, this is we take the highest protection that we can, especially for Dad, because having fear of crashing is one of the things. But at this point we kind of got over it because we're just kind of focused on our racing so much. So yeah, but that's one of the things. We just take high precaution in all of our gear and all that. And then for my motocross gear, if we come over here, we have my helmet is in here. This is my just practice helmet that I slapped some stickers on, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, so my motocross gear is all in here. I have my kind of armor suit like I was talking about with the others. Oh, I have a glove on my hand. It's like the armor suit that Dad cut a thing out, the chest protector out of. But yeah, this is my helmet. This one has a good story because when I was 8, I was accepted to go to the what is it called? Monster Energy Supercross has a thing called the KTM Cup, and that's where they supply you with a bike and a KTM 50, and we all try to battle to see who can win, and the person who wins will go to Las Vegas. And but I didn't do very well in that race. I think I got seventh or something, but that was my dad got stuck in a snowstorm. My mom had to bring me, but yeah, these are the goggles that they gave me, and Oakley goggles, and yeah, we got. I don't know if we got these ones signed by Ryan Dungey, but that was my main idol at the time, especially for motocross. Yeah, so talking about idols, especially for road racing, mine is Mark Marquez is probably my biggest idol, because I feel like not only is he a great rider, he's won 8 national championships, world titles, I should say. And yeah, he's not only a great rider, but he seems like a great guy, and he really enjoys what he does. And that's something that is very important, especially in the sport, because this sport can get very frustrating, especially if, you're trying to get a ride or, something in that sort, sponsors. But yeah, to keep that mentality of, always staying on that path is really nice. Lucy.
Kayla,
Yeah.
I'd like to open it up for questions from our members.
Yeah, sure.
I'd like to start out with, have you run into any difficulties with adult racers?
No, it's usually just like when we're like face to face, it's all professional, and obviously we joke around. But yeah, that's my little sister. But we all joke around. But in the physical perspective, obviously they have a little bit of a physical advantage. But no matter what, I think it's just, different obstacles that you have to get around, and we all have the same track. So that's how I think about it. It's but no, I don't usually have any problems with adult racers.
Who's got questions for Kayla?
I have one. First of all, thank you that you're doing that and you enjoy what you're doing, because I hope that a lot of more women will get on the bikes and get out of that. I was really shocked when I came to America and there was less women over here. So I'm very happy about everything was coming. I'm coming from Germany original, but when the article came from you, I had my sworn in as an American at the same day, at the 13th. So this is something that band us together, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. So my question is, when you had your last final, how many do you have a group with girls and boys together, or it's only girls they're making this class?
So every race is all combined. We don't have any races with just female riders and male riders in road racing. In motocross, there typically is. But yeah, I race with men and women. But yeah.
How many was in the final race? When you made your final and you win the last time, how many riders was inside the last final round?
Probably a lot, because that race is pretty big, especially for the club racing that I do. I would have to say about 40 riders, maybe a little more. But yeah, it's really fun. Just riding with other people that are really fast. A lot of the people that I raced against raced big Moto America races, which is the biggest racing organization in the country, and the fastest people there too. So it's really fun.
So congratulations! It's even better if you have so many people against you and you are the first. So very congratulations!
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Who else?
What age are the competitors?
Well, there's no one around my age that typically races, especially in the organization that I run. But I would have to say from probably 25 to 40s. So, yeah.
Are you racing on the same track, or do you travel to different tracks?
We travel to different tracks. All the tracks are closed circuit, so it's not on actual street, which is
Right.
actually another sport, which is TT, which is a crazy sport. But yeah, we travel a lot. We've traveled to California to race there. We've been to, I think it was Miami. We've been up in Michigan before. We typically travel along the East Coast. Sometimes we'll go out in the West Coast, like I said, to California. But yeah, it's pretty cool that we get to travel a lot.
Wow.
But yeah, there's multiple tracks. We're gonna do a few more next year. I think one is in Wisconsin or near Kentucky, but we're gonna do a couple more, a couple different tracks next year too. So yeah.
There is
You
a big
briefly
motor.
mentioned sponsors. How many sponsors do you have, and how easy or difficult is it to get sponsors?
I'm not sure how many I have. I have a couple here and there, but it's really difficult to get sponsors because the sport is not as big as it used to be. And, we've been trying to, reach out to people. That's why I helped my dad with marketing. We try to write little letters and messages to bigger brands so that we can, put our name out there and try to get other people interested in it. But it's very hard to get sponsors these days. But yeah.
Maybe
How much does the typical sponsor give to you?
A couple of my sponsors will give me discounts, but we don't receive any money from any of the sponsors yet.
Kayla, in the heat of the racing season, with all of the traveling, how do you handle your studies?
So typically I will the main racing season is in the summer, which is a good thing because we're usually gone almost every weekend in the summer. But when it is school year, I'll come a couple days before we leave, a couple days before I'm absent, and I'll get all my work that I need for all my classes for those days that I will be absent. And usually typically on the drives, I will complete all my work or in the hotels or in the van for me. But, just with all the free time aside from racing, I'll try to do other things like study and all that. So, yeah.
In all your free time, Kayla?
All the free time that I can get with that.
So my name is Amanda. I have a little girl who's a little bit older than you. So do you have any other sports that you do? Are you one of those thrill-seeking downhill mountain bike kind of kids, or?
I like other sports. I do like a little. I go to my local skate park sometimes. I'll do some BMX and ride my scooter. I don't play any other sports because of our schedule. It's kind of hard to fit in, especially because a lot of the things are on weekends. But I do like to play football a lot, and I like to mountain bike sometimes. I've done that with a lot of my friends. Just riding bikes is a big thing because just that's a kind of freedom that a lot of people don't get, and it's pretty cool.
Bike riding is one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
She's pretty busy.
Yeah. What about other interests outside of sports?
I like to I'm musically involved. I play in my school band. I play alto saxophone. I'll play a little bit of like keyboard with my mom. Nothing much, but I do other things like that. I'll play guitar. I'm getting better and better at that. I can play a few songs like Crazy Train, but that's probably as far as I can get. But
That's awesome. Well, that's a good one to start with.
Yeah. But yeah, it's I have a I also hang out with my friends. Like I said, do BMX, scooter riding, and just stuff like that outside of racing and other things. So yeah.
That's awesome. I like that you're still a kid. You're so grounded for being. How old? You're 12. Is that how old you are?
Yes. Yep.
You're so grounded. I swear you're more mature than most of the people I work with. But I like that you're still being a kid in your spare time.
Yes, really, it's really amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe
Thank
next
you.
time you will join us when we make some of our meetings. Next March we will meet here in Texas in my area. So
Mhm.
maybe one time you have time and you will join us.
Yeah. That's probably something that we would try to do if we have a weekend that we're off racing, or a weekend, maybe a weekday or something that we're coming back from a track. Definitely, that would be awesome.
Would it drive you crazy to have to be a passenger on a road ride?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's weird because I've been in a sidecar, like the sidecars, and I was like, it's weird because you don't have the control like you do if you're just riding, and it's weird. But I definitely would rather be the rider than be the passenger.
Does your dad do competitive racing?
He used to for about 15 years. He was actually pro and very good. He probably would have, I think he said he would have gone to Europe if he didn't crash out of a race. But yeah, he was really fast, and I'm getting very, very, very close to his lap times, which is pretty cool. So yeah.
What does he do now?
Now he just works for his business, and obviously works on my bikes, and coaches me, and yeah. But yeah, he doesn't do much racing anymore because it's kind of hard with the schedule, and I have a little sister, like I said, and she's 2. Lucy, you want to come here? You want to say hi? You want to say hi? You want to come? Okay, come here. Oh, you got your Paw Patrol blanket. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi.
She's really cute.
We want to get her into racing soon. She's been begging for a blue motocross bike, so we might get her one, but we'll see.
Yeah.
You're gonna get me. You're gonna get me.
Yeah, I won't get you away with you bike.
You're gonna beat me on your bike? Oh.
On your bike. I'm going to beat you.
So cute.
Go watch Paw Patrol. I'll be over there in a second.
Oh, no.
Or you want to stay here? Okay, that's fine.
Anybody else have questions for Kayla?
Where are you living?
We live in Pennsylvania, so yeah.
Gettysburg.
Yep, Gettysburg. Yep.
You're actually my neighbor.
Oh yeah.
I live out in Montana.
I miss her.
You're Elsa? Yeah, I don't think you're Elsa, but.
Well, Kayla, I'd just like to say you're an awesome young lady,
Well,
and I'm very impressed. I can't wait. I've got to go back to some of my American Motorcyclist magazines and read up on you, and I'm going to be following you a lot closer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But maybe it's a good idea to, for the sponsorship, if I think every money can help. So if maybe you, John, will tell us where we can, make a promotion for her a little bit.
Okay, I can do that.
Yes.
Anybody else have comments or questions for Kayla? Kayla, on behalf of the group. What was that?
Thank you definitely for being with us. It's very nice.
Thank you guys.
Yes,
was
thank you
awesome.
very much. Best of luck in your future racing and your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you. Enjoy the rest of the evening. You can stay with us if you like, or you can go.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
You guys have a nice night.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks again.
See ya.
Cute.
I'll check, but I don't think I was racing at age 3.
Really cute. Yeah.
Nice.
How did you find her, John?
That Indian, John.
What was that?
I bet you she could beat you on that Indian.
It wouldn't take much.
She will beat you up.
In the paper last week, in the sports section, she was on the front page.
Okay.
And I said, gee, I'd like to get her to talk to our group just so we could see that motorcycling's alive in the young people.
Yes, absolutely.
This is the first time I've seen her. We've just been corresponding by Facebook and with her dad on email.
A year ago, she had 185 wins and 25 championships a year ago.
Yeah.
Well,
her dad's pro. I
it's up
didn't
to
want to
400.
ask her, but I bet he has a number of broken bones.
But this is why I ask her, how many people was in the, sometimes when they are in a special class, it's not that much and it's easy going, but with over 45 other, guys in the race, that's a pretty awesome job what she did,
I had emailed her dad. I wanted him to make sure that I wasn't some creepy old guy on Facebook. I said, you're welcome to come out to the winery and meet me to make sure I'm not. And he said, no, don't worry about it. Linda, I think you're, where is she? There she is. I think you're in charge again.
Oh, man. So Brian's off on like 3 interviews out our way. Nevada, and I don't think there was one in Arizona. There's a couple of them in Nevada right now, Elko and Reno. And there was a third one. I can't remember what he said it was.
He's coming.
Are these for jobs or for residencies?
Residencies.
He's coming to Detroit soon too.
Yeah. I think he was in Louisiana yesterday when he called me. It's crazy. And Ute.
Yes, ma'am.
You are our newest U.S. citizen.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yay. Thank you. I just said two things. I have the nice colors, you see.
German and the U.S.
Yes. Because I have the privilege, really a privilege, to be dual citizen. And normally the German is not easy to get that, so I'm very proud of that. It cost me 20 months to get the permission from the German, to keep the German and have the American as well. So, yeah.
Oh, I won't tell you what mine are then.
Yeah, I remember you told me. That's very funny. Yeah.
Triple.
So I had another one in the same ceremony. I know her privately, and she's a Canadian as well. So
okay.
she came as a child in the United States, growing up in California, And then when I said I'm in the process, she said she's 2 in the process. And then we get at the same date, we get the ceremony. That was really special. Nice. So, and it was so freaking cold at this day, really. But it's done now. I'm very happy. It's it's a big step, really. But I'm very proud to have that.
That's very cool. Congratulations.
And it was touching, when I came back from the ceremony. I have a game group, a bunko group. She plays with me once in the month, and they make a big sign in my yard, in my front yard, to say white, red, and blue. America loves you. That was a slogan what they gave me. So it was really a touching moment that everybody was so, proud and, excited about that. That was really nice.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Jerry, can you give us an update on eyeglasses?
I don't know what to tell you. I'm going nuts trying to get caught up and everything. I got back about 2 a.m. last Thursday. So I'm still trying to get caught up on stuff. I don't know where we stand on our project right now. I know we have funds that haven't been spent yet, and we got funds still to match. And that's about all I can tell you right now. I am surprised we haven't been able to get enough, a lot of donations of glasses and stuff. So I'm wondering maybe we should just drop it back to $5 a pair and ask people for. I don't know.
You can change it to whatever you want. I mean, I've been sharing it as much as possible.
Yeah.
I know a couple.
I have some here. I would like to do it, but I had no time to do it. This is the only reason why I not did it right now.
Jerry, I have a few pairs here. Do you want U.S. funds sent to you then? Because I've got Canadian funds.
Whatever, doesn't matter. It all adds up.
They were all people
Adds
that
up.
wanted to give me cash.
Beg your pardon?
They were all people that wanted to give me cash rather than do it online.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So you want to keep the cash, just make an online donation?
Sure, I can do that. Yep. Yep. I'll have to send you the glasses too, anyways, but
Yeah, that'd be cool.
okay.
Yeah, I've got a bunch sitting on my desk now to process them. I won't be touching them for a couple weeks because I saw, see, over the 4 days, 2 weeks ago, we had 4 days of clinic and I saw well over 300 people. And so we've got some slots that just came in for the clinic for cataract surgeries in late January. So I've got to go back through last 2 years of everything we saw and prioritize. We've got, I think it's 35 slots for cataract surgeries. And I know I've got over 100 people that need it. So I've got to sit down and prioritize, which is tough. I don't like playing God. Anyway, so got to get that done first. And then I've got about 30 pair of special glasses to order to search for and what have you. And then I'll get caught up by that time with everything else.
Jerry, I'm gonna make a concerted effort after Thanksgiving to hit the local eye doctors. If they're willing to process the glasses and provide the prescription, is that sufficient for you guys, or would you rather have them?
Oh, that
processed
helps.
by us?
That helps a lot, but we are still trying to raise money to cover our costs for our project. So,
okay.
But that helps too.
Well, and I can present it the same way, right? Still do the $10 per glass per pair, and we'll say that it's for money to support the project rather than the processing.
Pretty cool. It doesn't take but a minute or two to process a set of glasses. Maybe.
I'm just wondering if they'd be willing to put a box in the clinic or in the eyeglass place. We're so densely populated here that within a 5-minute drive, there's probably 10 offices from my house.
That's
so
cool.
if they'd be willing to even, put one in their office and they could provide the service of doing the prescriptions as well, that would be.
Okay. That'd be really cool.
Okay. I just didn't know if we could accept them that way. So
yep.
We'll move forward with that.
Making a pushed effort after Thanksgiving. So once I get caught up in this other stuff,
yep.
Really pushed effort to get that going hard. The eye doctor I work with, Nelson Edwards, has bought a second machine, which may be our second machine, depending on how the project progresses. So he may have found some more funds to help match some of the stuff we're doing too. So pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I have a Rotarian friend. He's an eye doctor as well. How can we involve him?
Well, you can talk to him about the collecting the glasses things. If he's interested in doing mission work, that'd be cool too. So
because I know, there's a Lions project.
yeah.
They're working with glasses as well, and I think they do it right now for the Lions.
The eye doctor is doing it for the Lions Club.
Cool. Yeah, because he's a Rotarian in Space Center Club.
Yeah.
But we have not a project like that right now. So this is the reason why they do it with the Lions. So maybe I can have something information that I can tell him, and he can do it for you.
You've got our flyer, right?
I'm not sure I have it, but
I sent that to everybody, didn't I, guys?
Yeah, do you want to send it to me and I'll add it to the video live email tonight?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe. It's a good idea. Yeah. So
Well, I can't send it. It's at my work computer, so I can't send it tonight unless I can find it in my emails.
yeah, and I can give it to him. So this is a good reason, to support another project and not only that project.
Yeah. Cool.
So anyway, those of you who follow me on Facebook, you saw that it was a pretty successful trip. I spent 3 weeks in Spanish immersion, and I can talk enough to get through my clinic now.
Mhm.
Although today I was back online, I'm taking classes 3 times a week online with one of the instructors there at the school. And today I felt like I was dead and brain dead again. I think he was pushing my vocabulary a little bit too much today. And I climbed to the highest point that I've ever climbed in my life, and that is not going to happen again.
I got to take you to Colorado then.
Yeah, well, yeah, 14,000 feet, man. I start getting headaches. So
You probably about 10,000 feet, you get headaches.
yeah, that's about what it was, about 10.5, something like that. And we camped at 11.5, I think it was. So the headache didn't go away again until I came back down to about 10.5.
That's the only cure.
Yeah. So that may be the end of that one. But I hit all the volcanoes that were active in Guatemala, all 3 of them. So those are pretty amazing. And then I hit the highest peak, and that was something else.
Looks amazing for me. So when I saw the pictures, it looks pretty much amazing.
It was pretty cool being there, but
Mhm.
I think it was a 5, maybe 7 mile hike, and it took 5 hours.
Wow.
The last 1,000 feet took 2 hours to get up there, and it's just that steep and that crazy.
And the air was too thin, right?
Yes. So you go about 50 feet and you stop and rest, and you go about 50 feet and you stop and rest. That's not vertical. That's only maybe 5 or 6 feet vertical in that 50 feet. I don't know.
I know that from Bavaria when you go
Yeah,
in.
but I'll bet the air is pretty thin up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It sure felt good going down. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Although the one mountain that I went down, by the time I got down about 7,000 feet, I think we went down to 6 where we got to the vehicles, but my knees were shaking something bad coming back down.
Mm.
It was enough. It was an interesting thing. They say you can't out-train a bad diet. I did a lot of, I call them 12-ounce curls, 12-ounce deficit curls, 12 ounces, 11, 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. And I didn't restrict myself from any of that down there. And with all the climbing and what have you I did, and maybe all the walking, I don't know, I managed to lose about 10 pounds on the trip.
Wow.
And about 2% body fat during that time.
That was a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eat, drink, and lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for that diet. I've got the eat and drink part down pat.
The rugby academy just put my son on a 6,000 calorie a day diet.
God, back at that life again.
Yeah, I asked him, he was FaceTiming me the other day, and I said, what are you making for dinner? He's like, oh, I'm going to have 3 chicken breasts and 2 full cups of rice, and I'll probably have 2 protein shakes. And then when I'm done with that, I'll probably have 3 or 4 eggs. Oh my God.
That's like keto, right?
What's this for, Amanda?
He is at a rugby academy in New Zealand, and he got there at 5'10", 135 at 2% body fat. He's now 5'10", 150. He's been there for a month, so they're doing a pretty good job at bulking him up.
Year I graduated from high school, working heavy on the farm, I was eating at least 5,000 or 6,000 calories a day and losing weight.
Yeah, I definitely set him up for failure because we're a broiled chicken breast and steamed veggies kind of house because, you know, we're old. And he said he got over there, he had to start making food for himself. He's like, Mom, I don't know how to gain weight. Oh, here, let me help you. I got this.
You know, my husband had a surgery end of June with his knee, and he need, you know, he have to change a little bit because of there was a lot of gout crystals inside. And at the day he came out, and we realized, okay, he have a problem. Also with the weight, he had over 200 pounds. So it's easier for me to explain it in kilos because he had 105 kilos when we came back from Germany from the international convention. And now he lost 20 kilos. So he has,
wow.
Yeah, I changed the food completely and I made a keto. Keto is, you know, fat, but no carbs. And that's really such a huge difference. It's unbelievable. So vegetables
changes your metabolism quite a bit. The liver basically converts everything into blood sugar. The easiest thing it can convert into blood sugar is white stuff. And unfortunately, beer is white.
Is Emilio on? I think Emilio's he said he'd been keto for years, plural.
You've been doing keto quite a bit?
Yep.
Yeah, but
He's been like for years.
Yeah, but you have to be careful because keto is okay, but you know, the body need carbs. So you cannot quit it, but you have to look that it's not that high. So this is the secret.
That's why God made beer.
What do you have to avoid?
I know.
What do you have to avoid for the gout?
Nightshades. All the nightshades. Yeah, you're right, Bruce. So nightshades like pepper, tomatoes, no tomatoes, or not that much. It's all, you know, no red meat. So more chicken, turkey, whatever. So it was for me very stressful because I have to change my cooking completely. It was hard for me because I love bread, but I bake now a bread. They have carbs, but it have only a quarter the carbs the other one have. You know what I'm talking about? So it's about to get it down, but not, you need carbs for your life, but you have to keep it very low. No nightshades and no shellfish, no shrimp.
Oh my.
Yeah.
No.
Meat's a low carb vegetable, right?
But, oh no, John, it's only for the gout people. It's not for the keto people. You know, it's special for the gout people. They have a little bit more at this, you know. So yeah.
Cool. Well, we're almost at 8 o'clock Eastern. So on the schedule, it says no meeting next Wednesday because the next day is Thanksgiving. Is that okay with everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to close out with a 4-way test?
Well, before you go that far, Brian asked me to give a safety tip. I have a bike control tip, which should lead to safety, and that's called watching the vanishing point. And I'm sure most people here do that. And that's as you're going down the road, you keep your eyes on the furthest part of the road that you can see.
Yes.
Now, if you're out in Utah, that's like 20 miles down road. If you're in the mountains, it could be 100 feet down the road, and you look at that portion of the road which is furthest away from you, no matter which side it's on. So you can anticipate the curves. You can look at the tilt of the land and some other good stuff, but that's my safety tip for today.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, that's a good one. Reminds me of don't outride your headlights.
That too.
All right. Huh? What?
Good night.
No, 4-way test. Who wants to volunteer or be voluntold?
Oh, good, Mary. So first,
is it the truth?
The truth.
Second, is it fair
to all concerned?
Third, will
it build goodwill,
better friendships?
And fourth,
Will it
be beneficial
to all concerned?
And fifth,
will it
Is
be
it fun?
yes.
All right. See you all in a couple weeks.
Have a
Good night,
very
all.
happy Thanksgiving and see you in a
Happy
couple weeks.
Thanksgiving.
Exactly. Happy
Right,
Thanksgiving.
folks.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, everyone.
We'll have the editor from Roadrunner Magazine in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Pardon me?
Hey, check this out.
Wow.
That's
Very cool.
that's the little girl that just talked to us.
Very
Yes.
cool. Yeah.
If you get on her Facebook page, she's just put a video on.
That's what I'm
Look at that
looking
form
at.
there.
I'm looking at her Facebook page right now.
Yeah, she's got a video on there of a recent win, but she's just phenomenal.
Yeah, great. Really great.
I need one of those pair of pants with a pad on it like that.
Yeah, but mine's got to be on the fanny.
I like this one. This is really great. Look at her. Cool.
Wow.
Yeah, really
Awesome.
Impressed. I'm impressed.
Yeah. Tell her it was a nice presentation. Really. For this age, she was really phenomenal, you know?
Very humbling, I'll tell you.
Yeah, and sovereign, you know? She was very sovereign, working with all these old guys around her. So she was really cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Yeah.